It's okay,
Oh,
Tagalog.
no problem. Mga Pilipino. Sino ba dito Bisaya? Pwede ba ng Bisaya? Pwede. Pwede. Tagalog. Taglish. Magandang gabi. Maraming salamat sa pagpunta. Alam ko, busy kayo, pero there's a reason bakit kayo nandito. Sometimes, di ba, yung may mga sitwasyon na parang hindi naman natin pinaplano, pero kusang nangyayari. Because may rason talaga sa lahat ng yun. Thank you so much. This is your office. And tonight, actually, we are so lucky because Mr. Nutraway, the president of Nutraway, he extended. That's supposed to be tomorrow. He's going back to Canada, but nag-extend pa rin siya for us. And we really appreciate your time. It's really precious. So thank you so much. So anyway, my name is Yuri Moore, and I've been in the business for 5 years, but later on, I'm going to tell you my story. I will walk through to my story, and I hope it will inspire you. But before anything else, I would like to give the floor to the president of Nutraway, Mr. Jerry Droney.
Thank you, Yuri. I've been here every night since I got here. And, so many nights, trust me, at first, I'm dizzy, right, jet lag. Because, when I'm here, I'm supposed to be sleeping if I was in Canada. But because of the energy here and my commitment to you, I really wanted to pump it out. I really wanted to crank it out because there's so much we can do. And trust me, in unity, we're unstoppable. And I think that in business, like in any relationship, you need to reconfirm your relationship. You need to keep reaffirming what you believe in. You see any sort of friendship, marriage, whatever, when you don't reconfirm what you believe in and where you're going, you can wander. And today, what I'd like you to reconfirm is, for some of you especially, because a lot of you have seen this product before. There's a few people here that haven't. And I want you to know the benefits. And I want you to know repetition is the master of skill. So I want you to keep hearing the story. Because as long as today you pick up one thing, do you realize that one person, one idea can change your life? The person that introduced me in this business changed my life. I was 19 years old. I know that was just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Not all my jokes are good.
That's a good joke. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But really, he did, man. Here I am. I'm a rebel in school. I ended school early. I don't have any academic degrees. I got one degree, and that's in results. And guy walks up to me on a construction site and tells me that he has a friend that earns a lot of money. And I hated what I was doing. And that's how I got started. And so here I am many years later, and helping more and more people become successful, helping people become healthier, to live longer, be stronger. Listen, even this COVID thing that we're talking about, the people with the strongest immune systems win over the illness in 99-point-something% of the cases. The people with the weakest immune systems are the ones that have the most challenges and/or big challenges. So, we're going to start off, and right now is this. Because we're going to juice today, and I really like that, because you're not going to appreciate how amazing juicing is for your life until you actually taste it. I'm going to tell you the reasons why it's such a benefit. But when you get to taste it and experience it, it will really enhance. Because if you overall look at the Filipino culture, the Filipino culture is really not that based on vegetables. Okay? It's more of a high meat, high fat, high fried food diet with carbs.
Too much carbs.
But even if it is too much, it's the culture. You know what? Listen, when it's your cultural food, it don't matter what's too much, what's not too much. It's You grew up that way, and to not eat that way becomes extremely difficult. It's like pain. And the reason I can say that is that when my father was not supposed to eat pasta, my background's Italian. Well, Italians have a very similar diet. High in meat, high in fat, fried foods, and carbs. The only difference is it's pasta. You get an Italian, they're gonna eat pasta twice a day and a big plateful. You look at the typical Filipina, you look at my wife, you know, she's Filipina, a big plateful of rice, right? Then you put everything else on top, right? Right? So that more or less is not going to change. Let me ask you this. That diet, as you get over 30, 40, etc., it has some health issues for a lot of people. What are some of the problems by eating that way? High blood pressure is one, definitely, big time. And diabetes. Two things. High blood pressure, we take it, you know, because we hear this stuff all the time, we take it for granted, like, oh yeah, I got high blood pressure. Take it for granted. But do you realize that if your high blood pressure gets out of control, it can kill you? There's a lady who works with us, Joyce, in Australia. Her high blood pressure got so high one day that she went blind in one eye. My father died because of diabetes. How many Filipinos have diabetes? A lot. A lot of Filipinos have diabetes. And there's Filipinos or Italians or whatever the culture. Anyways, there's Filipinos that are getting diabetes in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Doesn't matter the age nowadays. It just depends on when your immune system doesn't produce the right insulin anymore. And usually it's charged because of a lot of sugar to your rice and your high meat diet. But as I said earlier on, the odds of you changing are so slim. I mean, because again, it goes back to culture. You know, culture of food, cultural way of, very much a culture. Like, this would never be a culture in America where someone would go visit someone and bring a pasalubo. Okay? You're like, what? But that's a cultural thing in Filipino, that if you don't come, they think like, where's my pasalubo? You know? It's a cultural thing. So I want people to emphasize that they think they can change, but most people, 99.99%, will never change. So what you gotta change is your behavior in another area. And I gotta tell you something. My dad starts off with the diabetes pills. I'm not sure if you do this, but diabetics have a greater chance of kidney failure and stroke. My father had a stroke. After that, it switched from the pills to the insulin. After that, one day he cut his foot just a little bit, wouldn't stop bleeding, goes to the hospital, gangrene sets in, he refuses to cut his leg off. He'd already been in a wheelchair for a long time because of his stroke. He, in my opinion, was visualizing, because his friend had one leg cut off, and then not too long later, the other one. And so I believe in his mind, he's visualizing, I'm already in a wheelchair, I ain't gonna be that much of a company. So he passed away. I didn't know that juicing will bring down cholesterol. I didn't know that juicing will help protect against diabetes back in those days. I didn't know all that stuff. If I would have known, I would have been onto it. And even then when the doctor, and here's what I mean about cultural, even then the doctor said he could only have a little cup of pasta. That's like saying you can only have one drop of water a day, like that. He was like the full plate of pasta guy. And he passed away because of it. And if I would have known that if he would have juiced the right things each and every day, he could have reversed it. If he would have walked more, drank more juice, he could have reversed it. I didn't know all those things, but I do know them today, so I promote them with a lot of energy. Not just because we want, of course we want to move product. I mean, that's what businesses are for. We need businesses in life to supply us with a service or a product that we need. But I would like to, I don't know how many people, maybe because of this talk, that changed their life because of it. Someone changed my life, and that was Carrick changed my life because I juice every day. The only time I miss juicing is on road trips like this, if we're doing a meeting and when we're not juicing. So anyways, when you juice, here's the thing. You can get inexpensive juicers for 500, 1,000 dirham, 2,000 dirhams. I mean, there's a lot of inexpensive juicers. And I do want you to know is this, it's not to your best interest. And here's why. A cheap juicer, first of all, cheap things aren't good, and good things aren't cheap. I mean, if you really want something good, no matter what it is. So you got this inexpensive juicer, this cheap juicer, and so now you're gonna see there, they're gonna use full carrots. With those juicers, you gotta like cut them into toothpicks. So now all of a sudden, just the process becomes a pain in the, you know, it's like, whoa, it's a lot of work. That already, if something's a negative already, you kind of want to avoid it. And so there's a lot of work, plus because the motors are so weak, you have to press it down very slow, and if you press a little too quick, it stops and burns out the motor. And you get a lot of pulp. You use much more food, twice as much food. You get a lot of pulp in your mouth. Well, pulp in your mouth is not pleasing. It's not. Maybe if it's orange juice, you know, we're kind of used to a little bit of pulp and orange juice. It's natural. It's, you know, it's it wasn't pasteurized. Okay, I get that. But if it's carrot pulp and cucumber pulp, no, it's not pleasing. And so again, I don't want you to avoid things. You get this juicer that might cost 8,000 dirhams or 9,000 dirhams or whatever the heck it is. You might think in the beginning that's a lot of cash, but what happens is this one starts burning out. This one uses a lot more food. This one you want to avoid. That becomes more expensive as you go. This one starts to save so much money, eventually you start thinking you didn't pay for it because if you start comparing, and the juice is thin. My typical morning is carrot, apple. Red pepper has more vitamin C than an orange. A beet or a half a beet, depending on the size of it, because it cleans your liver. And I do kale. And when I'm in the Philippines, or California, Hawaii, I do malunggay. If you're gonna do malunggay, that little leaf, you know how small those little leaves are. If you're gonna pull juice out of that little leaf, you gotta have a powerful juicer. You use an inexpensive juicer, you put all those leaves in there, you start pushing on it, you just burn it out. Because that motor's gotta be strong enough to shear it so you can take the juice out of it. That's what this does. Oh, okay. It's a stainless steel juicer. It's a commercial juicer used residentially. You know, you know how many people on a large cruise ship? We were on a cruise this year, by the way. You're going to hear about it later. Yuri will promote it. We're taking everybody that works hard. We're taking you to Madrid with us. It's going to be a party. You should come. I mean, it's going to be a great time. And the cruise that I'm talking about, where I saw them using our juicer on that cruise ship, and what do you got, like 5,000 people on a cruise ship or some darn thing like that? They were using our juicer. It's a commercial juicer, but I'll tell you something, it's powerful. That's what you want. Because you're going to look at this as a lifetime experience. You want your skin on your face to be better? Juice. The fountain of youth is in juice. Okay? Like I was telling you earlier, I know I only look 40.
You look 40.
Yeah. I have a hard time even saying the number because it starts with a number above 5. So weird. So weird to say it. I can't believe it. But you know what? I can believe that I want to have a hell of a lot more birthdays. Okay? I don't want to stop having birthdays. So, if you don't want to stop having birthdays, You should try to do as many good things as you can. Trust me, that'll bring down cholesterol, help protect against diabetes. You know how many people that I've met that start juicing, you gotta juice the right things though, huh? You gotta get into it. You juice the right things. I've had probably over 50-60% of the people that are diabetics get off the diabetes pills. And the ones that didn't or couldn't because of their situation, we're able to reduce the dosage, the intensity of that pill. Okay? You're gonna try it in a little while. You're gonna love it. I mean, a good habit is just as hard to break as a bad habit. So once you make that habit, it's part of you. It's a game changer. All right, so that's positive. Number 2, we have a water filtration system. Let me ask you this. Now I know you. What is your name? Jennifer? Oh, Jennifer. Okay. Your name? Huh? Lynn. Lynn, the famous Lynn. Okay, so tell me then, or Jennifer, or any one of you, why do they put chlorine in water? Does anybody know? I know some of you know because you've been here before. Does anybody else know? Huh? To purify? A lot of people say purify, and it kind of, in a way, what other words could we describe it?
Kill the bacteria.
Huh?
Kill the bacteria.
Key word is kill. If you're going to destroy or kill bacteria, how come is this chemical destroying it? You know why? Because it's a poison. Look it up. Chlorine is a poison. Okay? Just like if you even remember the last war there in Syria, when Trump sent over a lot of bombs, it's because they were killing their own people with chlorine. They were dumping chlorine, and the container would open up, the chlorine gas would kill everybody in the area. So the reason it's not killing you, they have what they consider acceptable amounts of poison in the water. Meaning everybody can handle that amount of poison. You look it up, you can Google it. Chlorine's a pesticide. It's very dangerous. So if you use these chemical drop pool tester, just a swimming pool tester, you go test the water here in Dubai. Just get a normal. We have them here. It's called O2O. Just go test it. You're going to see that the water turns like really yellow. But you know, there's actually more chlorine in your tap water than there is in a swimming pool. In most swimming pools. You can go to some swimming pools, if they're public pools, smells real strong. Maybe not in those ones. But in a normal pool. And to think that everybody can handle that poison. Everybody. 100%. When has that ever happened? Like, have you ever heard of people being allergic to penicillin? Yes? Yeah. How about these things? Peanuts, milk, grass, pollen. I mean, my brother Rick, who passed away, but if he would just touch the lobster to his lip, allergic to shellfish. The swelling, if he didn't get to the hospital quick enough, or have a needle with him, he choked it. So what I'm saying is that, and if you Google today, not now, today after the meeting, chlorine, cancer, and heart disease, there's an article that comes right out. In that article, it talks about the Medical College of Wisconsin. If you read that in the article, you know you have the right article. Their research team, which is known all over the world for their research, says there's an association between cancer and chlorinated water. That 1 in every 8 women will get breast cancer. And they found that women with breast cancer, most had over 60% more chlorine compounds in their breast tissue than women that did not have cancer. When I read that, I thought to myself, you know, I mean, I'm no doctor. But I can visualize this. I can visualize, even here, the oncology hospital here. Maybe a woman last week got her breast removed. And the only bad thing that she did was shower in chlorinated water, or cook it in. Maybe even drink it, but most people even drink bottled water. But they're still cooking in it, they're still showering in it. See, when you're showering, chlorine evaporates at a lower temperature than water. And so you breathe it in. Blood comes to your lungs for oxygen, you still gotta deal with it, you still gotta process it. Now, you can't be perfect in life. Because I'm in this hotel, right? I don't have my filter. 95%, 98%, for some of you, 100% of the time you shower at home. And for me, let's say 95%. So most of the, and nothing happens overnight. Everything happens over time. Right? Even if you smoke, smoke is very bad for you. Smoke, you're not gonna probably fall over with cancer tomorrow. And everything happens over time. So what you need to do is reduce the amount of exposure to things that are negative, right? Small exposure, body's pretty tough, in most cases, not all, but body's pretty tough, it fights it, bang. But if it's bang, 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 you're exposed. And if you read about cancer, it's the inflammation of a cell. And then once it gets inflamed, it duplicates. So the least amount of inflammation, the better. And when we talk about the bed a little later, that's another thing. So now you're going to reduce, you got all this stuff, you're juicing, okay, you're healthier now, right? So now you've got this filter, all right? So now, a little later, we'll show you the video, or show you it's clean. He'll show you a video of this cartridge. It was pure white when it started. And in our last office, after 1 month, it was like totally brown, Piping is old, it's dirty. You don't see it when you turn your tap on. It's dirty. And so the water has to push through this. It's like you're pushing water through cement. No bacteria, no microorganisms, no filth, no dirt, no oil. If there is a water main break, you guys don't know this, and they don't tell you this, but if there's a water main break here, just like any city, all that crap goes into the water, it comes out of your tap, you don't even know it. And usually when they tell you to boil your water, because they had a problem, there's a boil water effect going on in the city, by that time people are already drinking it or cooking with it. And then this takes out over 200 chemicals inside. That water tastes like really sweet. And now you're cooking with it. See, right now, you take this chlorine tester, you go home and you test the water. It'll turn like yellow deluxe. You shove some salad in there, or your pancit, bok choy, anything in there. Pull it out, then test the water. You've reduced the chlorine substantially. It sucks it right into the food. So I would like to encourage you to say, you know what, I don't know which product is going to be most important to you, but get on this path. It's like the train to a healthier life. So I always encourage people to say, all right, if you can afford a lot, I'd do a lot. If you can afford a lot, do a lot, because you only get one of these, right? When I was a kid, I didn't really care about this. Whatever. Then all of a sudden, birthday after birthday, you go, oh, yes, this is important, okay, all right, better change that attitude here. It's not you can't play like that anymore. But it's true. So, filter your water. Shower, filter your shower. Water. Oh, this is, that's Mark cleaning. Look at, oh, that's nice, always in your right.
Unfortunately, nagsalat siya kasi yung tubig ko, hindi na pumasasok. Kung ano yung iba na kaya yun yung cost na sinasada. Ang pag-inis naman niya, yung sarap lang po.
And to clean it, the Scotch Brite, you know, the green pad, clean pot, you lightly sand all the way around, takes the film off, it allows the water to flow faster. Yeah. So that is the water purifier. The next thing, you know, dirty air, you know, people talk about, you know, pollution and stuff, but the problem with air really kind of became a big thing because of COVID. People didn't really expect, including me, that, oh my God, I can get really sick just by breathing something, you know? If I'm around somebody and their virus gets on me and I breathe it in or I touch my lip and I got it. But when I got, what are you going to be showing?
I'm just gonna show the certification in the air assistant and body softener.
Oh, okay. And actually, it'd be good if you show me the certification so that I'm in tune with it when you're showing it. Okay, so I'll keep talking because it looks like they're in search mode. Oh, it smells nice. Oh,
Chicken.
yeah. Here, we'll, it's okay. Put in that one. Yeah. I'll leave it, get rid of it from here and see if it's on the.
It's not connected one.
Okay. All right. Let's carry on. You gotta press OK, right? Okay. Let's get into this really, this air purification system should be one of the most, I don't know if I want to use the word easiest things to sell, but I would say that it should be at the top of your list. Because you could never get such negative promotion of wanting to clean your air as much as we've received through COVID. Never in a million years. You could never show people enough in writing, proof about viruses. They would never believe you to the extent that they believe you today about COVID. And I want you to know that whether it's, we're one of the most competitive people when it comes to pricing. In spite of the fact good things are not cheap, but I'll give you an example. You know, we talked about juicers could be as high as 8 or 9 or 10,000 or even more. Water purifiers, most of you have heard of a company in here called Kangen.
Yeah.
How much does a Kangen sell for? 18 to 22,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very typical price nowadays for what they call a point of use system, which means it's on your tap for drinking, cooking, washing your food. Okay? Now, when you're going to see when you see our price, which does much more than any other filter out there when it comes to removing chemicals and heavy metals, lead, mercury, barium. And so this is 10 stages. You will not find a 10-stage filter out in the marketplace right now. One that is, not only will you not find 10 stages, but you won't find a medical grade one. Now that's big. Mark, are you still playing because they're all staring at you? I was hoping I'd get the attention.
No, I just figured out.
I'm feeling left out.
Oh.
Wow.
Kawawa naman. Ako na lang.
So, here's the thing. When you go, I'll be on an airplane on Friday, and as soon as I get on Emirates, I'm gonna hear them say it over and over again. This air is filtered through a HEPA filter, and within 3 to 4 minutes, the air will have all passed through, which makes the air, the percentage of infection, I forget the exact number, but it was so tiny, because it's going through a HEPA filter, okay? All right. So, when you're helping people invest their money in this is going through the highest quality HEPA filters that you can purchase, and not only that, your air is going to go through all of this, and these first 4 stages here reduces particulate in the air. So this is like 10 micron. Let's put it this way. The HEPA filter removes 0.2 micron. If you shrink the thickness of a human hair 50 times, that's 2 microns. Okay? This won't allow anything through it that's bigger than 0.2. All right? Just kind of give you some sort of a visual. So what it does is it reduces all of the particles, fibers, dust, lint, pet dander out of the air, sand pollution out of the air from sandstorms and stuff before it even gets to the HEPA filter, so it doesn't clog it up. And then it has carbon stages here to absorb gases. You're going to see after they cook here how quickly that smell will be gone. You're going to see it. As soon as they're done, because right now it's working, right? Gases are continually coming out from the cooking. Anything you can smell is a gas. Okay? So, that's going to keep coming. And
It's just like this.
Yeah.
It'll absorb.
Yeah,
And this is the food.
yeah, so it comes out of there.
Bad air and clean air.
Yeah, no, good visual, yeah. I'll just leave that open just so it gets the full, but that's really good. So listen, you walk into your house, I'm telling you, the air just feels light, easy to breathe. Like really light. And right now, could you imagine the amount of gas that's coming from that cooking right now? If there was no air purifier in here, it would start building up. And wait till they're done cooking when there's no more gases coming, how quickly this place freshens up. It'll be amazing to you. People need this. I feel great in our home, not only because I breathe better, but because I realize that it's constantly removing viruses out of the air. You know, get this. I don't know if you guys, any of you have ever tried to do business with the government. Well, we have done a lot of business with the Philippine government, and now in the U.S. and Puerto Rico and Canada. In the Philippines, last year they spent close to $500,000 with us. Not pesos, dollars. We're talking like, one order was 47 million pesos. Well, that's $1 million. Okay, no, that was a combination with Iloilo and so on and so forth. So we had the Department of Health, and we had the government of Iloilo, and then we had the hospital in Davao, and then in Cotabato we had sales. You wouldn't believe how much literature we had to give them. I mean, it's facts. You had to check us out. And then they invite people to bid against you. Well, no one can show up with a 10-stage air filter. So, I encourage you, this is worth investing in. You feel safer, you breathe better, you sleep better, you remove odors out of the air, and you destroy viruses even on surfaces because of the ozone layer. It's fantastic. And huh? Oh yeah, do that. That'll be good. And then I'll talk about the mattress, and then we'll bring the superstar up, Yuri Lord. Oh, I can't wait to eat fun soup.
This will be that stop recording thing. Going. All right, go for it, Carol.
Might go to the IT. Who's in IT?
We have smoke left.
Yeah. I think we got to complain to the IT department.
Yeah.
Did all those get lit?
Okay, how about while he's looking for that, all right. One of the things that you should show everybody is the Dr. Kumar talk on grounding. Is this it? Eric Mercer, Mark?
Remember? No, look, this will be that stop recording thing. Going. All right, go for it, Carol.
We have smoke left. You know what? Am I still up enough?
Yeah, you know.
Pretty good.
Did all those get lit? You're able to get them all lit? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it will. No, you know, it's not going to be enough. It'll be enough, but not too much. It's last.
See, they stop, that's the thing. They say 20 seconds, which should be it. Give it a minute to kind of even out.
Yeah.
Because before it was kind of like you could see through in the bottom, but now it's kind of, like I said, spreading out a
It
little bit.
is actually probably a little more. Let's play it up for a second. Might come down the top a little bit. That's cool.
Well,
Go ahead.
Now they're going to turn it on. It really is effective, and I guess that's the visual that they're trying to present. So you see that this filter makes a huge difference. Yeah. There you go. All right. So, yeah, that's it. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Mattress. I don't know here in Dubai, but in Canada, America, they got a mattress they call a Tempur-Pedic. Maybe you guys have it here. I don't know. Cost, I think the king size around $10,000–$12,000. I'm truthfully, I'm so careful about these mattresses. I had no idea you could spend that kind of money on a mattress. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of money. You know something? I would say this: $10,000, $12,000, $20,000. When you're sleeping, amazing. It is so worth it. My whole concept of that has totally changed. Once I really realized how valuable sleep is, Because even this week, trust me, I have been really messed up on my sleep because of jet lag. And it kind of showed me how, and I don't have a grounding mattress because I'm in a hotel. It really, really messed me up this week. Despite the fact, you know, hey, listen, if you're a performer, you got to perform no matter what, right? But this mattress is unbelievable. Have you ever woken up, I'm sure you have, most of you or all of you have, where you go to bed, you're feeling quite good, you wake up in the morning, your back's sore. Happens a lot. And usually that happens because you're laying on your bed and you don't have, your spine's not aligned. So it's got dips, or it's pushing your hips up, or your shoulders, and your spine is not aligned. And when your spine is not aligned, you get sore. And when you get sore, guess what? You turn. And when you turn, you get less of a deeper sleep. Some nights you turn so often that you'll even wake yourself up for a second. That, the deeper your sleep, the more the body repairs. Sleep is way more important than I ever knew after being involved and now studying it and really getting into it. It's way more important than you ever think when it comes to body repairs, fighting disease, strengthening the immune system. It is an important player. All of this stuff is. You start going, hey, food you eat, water you drink, cook and shower in, air you breathe, amazing sleep. Very important. And one of the things that I would never have thought of or heard of, I had heard of something called EMF, electromagnetic field, or it could be referred to as electromagnetic radiation. It comes from electricity. It comes from Wi-Fi. I just saw on the news, which I don't ever watch news, but lately I have only to realize where I'm flying just in case of COVID, you know? And I check on the internet because it changes by the minute. I don't want to get stuck somewhere. That's the reason why I switched my flight instead of going to London, England tomorrow. No, I'm not going. You know, we got weird rules happening right now. But here's the thing. Right now, 5G Wi-Fi is so powerful that in America right now, they got planes that they might have to ground over 1,000 flights a day. So AT&T and Verizon have shut their Wi-Fi, 5G Wi-Fi down around airports. But they're demanding that they upgrade their planes. Can you imagine? 5G Wi-Fi that's happening here and everywhere can literally affect a plane's performance to operate. It's happening right now. You go to the news in America, it's happening right now. 5G. Well, 5G or any Wi-Fi bombards you. And this bombardment gets inflammation in your body, and it screws up your electrical system. You are electricity. If they go check your heart, guess what you've got here? Your electrical impulses. They check your muscles. They check the electricity, what's happening in your muscles. It's DC versus AC. AC is man-made electricity. DC is your body's electricity. And so the Wi-Fi, the electricity that we cannot get away from, screws up your DC electricity. And your DC electricity gets weaker. So maybe the easiest way to visualize and understand it, for me anyways, when the doctor was explaining it to me, she said, listen, you recharge your phone every day, don't you? You, as a human being, need to be recharged every day. And what you should do, why in back in the old days, especially in the provincia, you know, in the Philippines or anywhere, you know, so many people would live a longer time. They're always out there barefoot. They're always in touch with the earth. they're farming, they're touching soil, they're on their knees, they're in their bare feet. They exchange the electrons with the earth. You might remember when you were a kid, you fell asleep maybe on a beach or beside a river or camping. And when you first wake up, it's like you don't even know where you are. You slept so deep because you were connected to the earth. There's this feeling that comes with it. There's this exchange that comes with it. And we have that in our bed. That's like totally amazing. But to be honest, I can't wait to go home to be in my own bed. Because of that. Because not only is it super comfortable, like amazingly comfortable, but I feel it. I feel it when I'm laying there. I feel my muscles tingling, like loosening up. It's like so awesome. And it recharges you. You wake up a lot better, a lot stronger, less pain, less aches. It's really awesome. And it discharges all the inflammation that you picked up that day is discharged. This mattress it's all lined with pure silver and inside carbon fabric. Carbon fiber and fabric is very, very, very expensive. I'll give you an example. If you purchase a Ferrari and the seat is made out of carbon fiber, that seat will cost you $15,000 to $20,000. This for the seat. Very expensive carbon fiber. The space shuttle was made out of carbon fiber. That's why Elon Musk is not making them out of that because it's too expensive. So this, when it plugs into the ground wire into your home, that ground wire, that third prong, here you got 2 prongs plus the 1, right? You got 2 plus 1. This one up here, the 1, is a ground wire. That wire goes all the way to the ground, and then there's a steel rod for this whole building, or maybe they got many of them. I don't even know how they do it for big buildings. But it sticks into the ground. That's it. That's grounding. And then it puts a shield over your bed that you literally feel it. It's not something you got to go, is this working? Like you know it. Ask anyone in this room that has either a topper, because we sell the topper, and for the people that can afford more, I encourage you, get the whole mattress. But if right now, because of budgeting, it's more difficult, then don't extend yourself. Get the topper. It's like really awesome, okay? Makes you feel better, you're stronger, helps you heal. I want you to see this video. I'm going to set you up for the video before. It's called the Tour de France. How many of you heard of that race called the Tour de France? Yeah. Okay. So, Jennifer, think about it. This race is one of the biggest races in the world. It's worth, if not $1 billion, hundreds of millions to the people that win, for endorsements, TV rights, just huge, massive. And when we found this video to see that they use grounding to recharge, and they attribute their 5 wins because they added grounding or earthing, the same thing. Some people call it earthing. If you Google it, call it earthing, call it grounding. It's amazing. So, we're going to show you this video. Thank God you didn't put that. I guess you would have had a problem.
Yes.
Uh,
We will all do that.
Yeah, I can see now that this is, okay, turn this TV up. Is this the
I
one?
had the privilege of being in the part of 8 suicide victories to the discovery of coal 16. Years of technology play a vital role in all 8 for the food pump situation.
After 2 days, rest and feel very tired. You have to think just like comfort works. But all that you feel much better every morning and then feel less stress and less fatigue.
The Tour de France is by far the most difficult sporting event in the world. It's comparable to running 3 marathons a day for 22 consecutive days. They may climb as much as 30,000 vertical feet with 6 miles straight up in a single day state. The earthing technology is essentially the deliberate transfer of the Earth's electrons onto the body just by making direct contact with the product. Even though a rider may not be injured, the severe physical and mental strain needs to be discharged from the body while the rider is relaxing and recovering. So we use the technology that night to make sure that they get up the next day fully recovered. Second use of the technology is to accelerate tissue repair and wound healing from injuries that may be sustained during a day's tour race. The athletes reported and observed better sleep, less pain, more energy, faster recovery from injuries on a routine and regular basis.
Your best technology been working out great. I feel like we're sleeping a lot better. My injuries felt a lot better after I woke up the next morning using their connections technology, especially pushing past the direct relation.
Miroslav Popovich crashed on a time trial, had massive abrasions to his right hip and his right elbow. The moment that we got back to the hotel, we used the earthing technology immediately to start to accelerate his recovery. He was able to get up and compete fully the following day, put in one of the most significant contributions in helping Alberta win that year's tour. It was really hot and cramped and hot. The asphalt that the riders ride on starts to crack and force it to get soft, and you fall on that, it's like falling on a T-shirt. At the end of the day, staying in the thing on the wall, it's seriously injured, so I got some deepest penetrating shots of the T-shirt. And then we got back to the hotel, we put the earthing technology on him, we slept all night, we got up the next day, he was able to compete, and he was able to finish the tour.
We could stay in the race, marketing, we gave him already a few to stay, and thank you, Jeff, and our team, we could stay, and we have great confidence.
Neil Siemens have to recover as does the athletes at the Tour de France. So regardless of whether you're an athlete or not, all you do is lay down with the technology and move forward. There are no appointments to keep, there are no refills, there's no bias to set. All you need to do is make direct skin contact with technology, and the technology does the work for you.
All right, I thought it was 5, but he said that the grounding or earthing technology played a vital role in each of their wins. All right. So we show you that. This is where the big boys play the game for hundreds of millions of dollars, and they feel that this has had a huge impact. So this does have a huge impact. All I can tell you is this: it'll change your life. I'm gonna. There's one more product that's going to be shown in a few minutes. Yuri does such a wonderful job. I would love her to do it. And maybe you can see the video. It's a great video on the clean machine. And she has her own way of expressing about the mattress because it had a personal impact on her mother when she was alive. And I'll keep that story for her because it was personal to her, and I would love her to share it and finish off this meeting. I thought I would give it a start for you. I hope that you picked up a few things, and I look forward to working with you. In the future, I'll be back over and over again to see UAE grow. Thank you for listening. Let's make it happen. God bless all of you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jerry Garoni. So actually, this is the longest days that he is here with us. I think because most of it, like 2 days, and then he goes back wherever he helps other countries. Happy Fiesta, everyone! You know Fiesta Filipino?
Yeah.
May luto and karaoke. So think that you are in Philippines, right? Sino ba miss yun? Na may nagluluto, may nagka-karaoke, may nagaganyan. So, I miss that. Di ba? Parang ang saya-saya lang. Tapos, sino umiinom ng tuba? Red Horse. Anyway, kidding aside, no? So, seriously, the product that we presented to you is very important and timely right now. So, background, I'm into a beauty business, New Skin. I don't know if you hear that. I don't know kung narinig nyo na yung New Skin business. May isa, akala ko pwede na akong magtagalog. May isa pala dito, oh. No, split na naman. Anyway, so, the reason that I'm here in front of you is because of the result of my mother. Because I am the person of to see is to believe. So my background is a beauty business with New Skin for 11 years. I don't know, like the Spa and all, they are really good products. And I am the one who started here 2014. And then I went to America around 2017, 16, 17, and ended up in Florida. But on my mind, wow, dollars, right? Especially Filipinos, if you know someone in America, you were thinking like, oh, there's so much money, there's so many money, right? But never thought that they sacrifice their well because it's expensive there. And 40% of your income goes to the government. 40%. So, mostly, if you are selling beauty product, they were thinking in their mind, it's a whitening. Especially Filipinos, we wanted our skin light and this, but not in America. Even Filipinos there, no. Because if you have darker skin, you are beautiful. If you have white skin, sorry. Especially in Florida, it is a retirement place, beaches, very nice. And mostly of the Filipino there, their business there is home care. So most of the Filipino there, they don't really have time for beautiful and that because they work per hour. And at the same time, at night, they work one-on-one with the elderly. Mostly in the home care, there are 6 patients with them, bedridden. So what are they going to do? They're going to change diapers and all, so you know what I'm talking about. You just need to finish that food before I'm going to elaborate. So, never thought that I will be ended as one of the caregiver there. Because my business didn't really push through. I need to work because I'm the eldest of the family. I need to support my mother. My mother, she was in Davao. She's diabetic, dialysis for 6 years. Dialysis will not going to cure you, it will only going to prolong your life. But the reality, it will also make you like really, because it's so expensive. Like for example, 4 times a week dialysis is around 30,000 pesos. It's around 2,000 plus dirhams in Philippines. But of course, we have a public hospital, but because we are so populated, overpopulated, because Filipino, that's how we are, we love to multiply. Then, and what, right? It's easy life, we don't really care. Not like in America, like only 2 or other countries, but anyway. So because I love my mother so dearly, I will do everything. I become a caregiver, one-on-one with the elderly, sometimes nanny, sometimes maid. I don't care. Because in US, there's no discrimination. All of you there, if you're finished in whatever university in Philippines, if you go to America, sorry. Yeah. So it's all even there. So bottom line is that I need to earn money because I need to send money to my mother and for the dialysis, 4 times a week dialysis, and I don't want my mother to queue in line for midnight and she will go under dialysis if she in the public hospital around 10 a.m. But she was there midnight in the public hospital. Imagine that. So, I said, okay, Mom, don't worry, I will take care of it and that. So, yeah. And not included with the, with the medicine and everything, And especially if your heart will trigger, in the ICU, how much? In the private? $1,000 or 40,000 pesos. So question right now, if you have lots of money and you have your loved ones really dear to you, do you think that we can afford? Or let's say us. Because most of the people, the problem is, we only think of what's going on now. we don't really think what will happen tomorrow. Most of the people, you know. So, good if you have insurance, congratulations. If you finish paying your insurance, if your insurance will work in Philippines. Because if we are a worker here and you are sick, sorry, they're gonna find someone that's younger and healthier. So then, August 2017, because again, my mother, dialysis will not going to cure you, it will only going to prolong your life. My sister called me and she said, our mother is dying. And one of the hospitals in Philippines says that maybe she will only live 4 weeks or 5 weeks. But for me, there's no impossible with God. Then, I went home because I'm the eldest. Because this one, it's like, you know, you need to remove this and that. So we need to sign and flew her to Davao. So then, I was there. And then 2 of my colleagues in New Skin, and they were not doing New Skin anymore. They went to my place. And they called me first and they said, hey, how are you? We want to visit you. I said, sorry, I want to spend time with my mother. I want to spend time with my mother and I just arrived. No, open the gate. You know when you're so close? Open the gate. We're outside your gate at so early morning. I said, what to do? Then we opened. And they introduced me the topper. I need to get that. This is really important. This one started with all of this. So they had this only. And I said, what is that? What is that? And I said, like, you know, because especially in Philippines, in the barrio, you know, most of us, I sleep in Banig, in Kawayan, especially we're near to the ocean, like the way with it, you don't really care. I don't really care. So then, they introduced this, and most of us were not really educated about how important the mattress is. But if you go to other countries like Europe, America, you can see it's like a sari-sari store, like in Philippines, across like that. In US, it's just like that as well, but it's a mattress store. So I just found out that sleep for them is very important. Comfort sleep is very important. That's why I just found out when I went to America that there's the hair horse mattress, you know, yung palabasin na siya doon. Yung buhok ng kabayo, it's so expensive. The hair of the horse is so expensive. Don't you know how much is that? 1 million pesos. And the cheapest one, 500,000 pesos. You can go at the, somewhere here, they're selling that. So, and there's Tempur-Pedic and all of that, you know. So anyway, my friend introduced me that they said this one can help to whatever, to cure or something like that. And I said, how? And never thought that, you know, they didn't told me, of course, when you're in the business and trying to sell something, they don't know also if it's true because it's just their experiment, their first time. So let's try this with Yuri, maybe, you know. And because they knew that if whatever they're going to offer to me, I'm really going to buy as long as I can afford for my mother. So then, you know, I said, okay, but my mother's already bedridden and 3 weeks, according to the doctor, one of the best hospitals in the Philippines. But again, maybe there's a miracle from God. And they sent there, you know, to introduce this. So anyway, it's utang, good thing. It's in-house financing and I can only pay like 25% down payment and you can have. Pero ang sabi ko talaga sa kanila, if ever, ibalik ko talaga to pag walang resulta, yun ang sabi ko. Kasi, ano na ako sa utang eh. Pero sige lang, as long as my mother's health will be okay, who knows? So what I did is I purchased, supposedly I'm going to purchase, so guys, this is the mattress here, but I only purchased the topper. Only the topper. I supposed to purchase only this single one, but my father is still alive. So what I did, I purchased also the queen size topper. So okay, there you go, and then they delivered for 25% down payment. They delivered that to me, and I paid monthly payment, you know. So then, it was already 4 weeks, and there's no result. I don't see any result. I said, oh my God, na-scam ako. Yun ang inisip ko. After 5 weeks, my mother's hand were able to move. And that's how we started. And nagsulat siya na siya tindog. So we helped her. So she was able to stand. And we helped her to walk with my father. And at least after 5 weeks, she was able to. And extended her life to 1 year. We were able to enjoy her up to 1 year. Imagine that. And I know, because that time she's not taking any more medicine or dialysis. And that's the time that I started to share this one when I went back to America. I started to share this one to my Facebook. Thank you for your prayers. Hey guys, you know, this topper really helps my mother. Maybe you know someone or you, why not try? Why not? You know, just try. So then I shared it and never thought that there's a business on it. There's a referrals on it. So I earned around 79,000 pesos. That's already good money. So I said, oh, may money pala talaga, especially when the money is already in the bank. Because, you know, if it's money and good product, why not? Then I double share it to Facebook again, double share it, and it becomes 159,000 pesos. And that time, it was the under of my name of my sister Divine, because I'm still doing online with a New Skin. I'm a leader of New Skin, something like that. When it was 159,000 pesos, and my mother went there because I told my sister, give that to mom so that for her medicine, for her, you know, maintenance, at least it can help. And that amount of queen topper, it's around 112,000 pesos. For those of other people like, oh, it's so much. But when you calculated, it's around millions that I already spent to my mother. But again, I don't really care. Then, on my 3rd month, I said, and Mr. Jerry Jerome said, hey, I will help you. I will send you Robert Cruz to help you if you want about the other products and how you're going to do this and that. And I said, sure, sir. So, me and Mr. Robert Cruz, in just 2 weeks, we sold around $60,000. And by then, that I earned almost 2 million pesos in my 3rd month, I quit my job. And by then, I'm doing this, focused doing this, aside that it's great money, but it's a mission of helping people live longer, healthier lives. So, and also I have other stories that actually, where's my phone? So it was in my phone. Thank you, man, thank you. 2 months ago, who's always here in your phone? Who's always here in your phone? All of us, right? Because it's a small world after all. At the same time, Marites is just on your phone. Yeah, Marisol. It's easy, right? You don't need to go anywhere in there. Your friends were going to show them what they have in their phone, right? And at the same time, my phone is part of my life through as business as well. Okay? 2 months ago, I suffered carpal tunnel. I suffered carpal tunnel that it really broke me, like talagang nakaupo, nakahiga na ako sa floor because of the pain. Have you noticed if you're always in your phone? Like the numbness, the pain, and all like that? So I'll show you my picture here. If you're in pain, whatever, you're beautiful or what, you will become ugly. Seriously. I was so down. I was like really crying because I'm so in pain because this is what happened to my arm and that, and I had injections and all, and this one, like I cannot really even move my arm. So bottom line is that I just only had the topper, and the doctor said that I will be under operation, and at least I need to rest for 4 weeks or 2 months, something like that. Because it's so severe, like, you know, I mean, really, really in pain. I already had injections, and any pain reliever doesn't work. And I cannot even touch my phone because it will like, you know, I can still feel something more painful. So, what I did, we have the mattress, I got the mattress. I don't care. I've been doing this for 5 years. For sure I can afford. So I got the mattress because this time I'm going to focus here in UAE and GCC. So I need to have the mattress. Because the mattress, have you noticed with your mattress, when you sleep, like side sleeper, if you're a side sleeper and you sleep with your, whatever, you feel the numbness because lack of circulation. So then I have this carpal tunnel. So the more that I can sleep in this side, the more it will going to be ruined and painful. But when I've had that, seriously, the moment that I had my mattress, I have no therapy anymore, no injections, no medicines, or no operation because of the mattress. And at the same time, because we are bombarded with this electromagnetic radiation, this mattress is going to shield us from the radiation. And don't you know, radiation exposure is more harmful than the virus. It will kill us slowly from our brain to our system. And because this is a mission of helping people live longer, healthier lives, you don't need to buy kids. If you can walk barefoot every day, at least minimum of 2 hours, nakapaatay sa lupa or sa grass, you walk barefoot. It will really help because the earth beneath our feet provide healing power. And that's how they made this one. It is because this grounding cord, will connect to this grounding mattress here. And this one will connect to the 3-prong. Sorry, I just really want to show you that how it called the grounding system. It's like you're sleeping on the earth. You're sleeping on the earth. So this one here, is not electric. So you're just gonna put that one there because there's a wire going to the ground connected there. And it's like you are sleeping in the nature. So there's so many claims. We have our brochure, so many claims. Our company's been around for 57 years in America. So this one is seriously, to those people who is using this, seriously, I'm not blaming, I'm not saying, but you can feel it. Kasi ako, there's so many companies that says that, they are good, they are this and that, but for me, to see is to believe. To feel is to believe. Kasi mahirap yung, you will say something and then, ikaw mismo hindi mo na-experience it. But when you experience it, you talk from your heart. Here we are not going to sell, we are going to share. Especially, it's not the hours that you sleep. It's how deep you sleep. When was the last time you had deep, restful sleep? Have you noticed if you are lack of sleep, dapat wala yung mga asawa niyo, boyfriend niyo sa tabi niyo, or else, you are not fun to be with, you are grouchy because you are lack of sleep. And when you are lack of sleep, you cannot focus. You are not glowing from within. Kahit na marami ka pang lipstick dyan, may false eyelashes also, still you will not look like fresh. Exactly. But when you sleep deep, it comes from within. It blows from inside to outside. And that's the best one. And nowadays, especially in this pandemic, and the good thing of all of us, it's already there, but we still know how to have fun, we still know how to relax and be happy. But there is a virus there. There is a crazy virus there that's killing everyone. And we are so lucky and we need to be thankful that we are alive. We need to put our hands because, we are alive. And one thing that we need to do is really to boost our immune system by sleeping deep and shield yourself in this electromagnetic radiation. So, I think, Leia, I can borrow the white wine. So, if you're going to invest for yourself, I would really try to, you don't need to do the business, but if you don't want to, but please try to have even just the topper if you want to live longer, healthier lives. So, Mr. Jerry Gironi says about this air purifier. I sold in the Department of Health in the governments with my teams there in Philippines. Imagine Philippines, when you said about Philippines, parang pera, kaya tayo nandito, but actually, when in times of trouble, when in times of helping and doing something, the money will be there. And they pay cash. You know, they paid cash. This one will really help us. So, this is the only medical grade air purifier that 89%, so kahit nag-face mask pa kayo, kung yung face mask nyo madumi na, yung virus nyo, sinasuck in nyo pa rin yun. Okay? You still suck in your own virus, guys. But this one, 89%, eto naka-on na to, and it will work every 30 minutes to 80 square meters. Every 30 minutes. So what I'm talking about, kaya ko kanina inano to, because this one, so for example, my virus, my carrier nandito ngayon. Pag naka-on ito, it will go here. And if you go to the, I just want to elaborate, if you go right now to the airplane and all like that, they said that their airplane is equipped with HEPA filter, and we have the HEPA filter inside. And this one is like you can breathe really good, and no problem if there's coughing there or coughing, you know, because at least this one will have to control those. So we have the best of all. And at the same time, this one, if you feel, sino yung sometimes when you wake up in the morning and you feel like tired? At first you will feel that you are motivated to do something, but later on you will feel tired, lazy. But if you are attached to this topper, especially the whole night, you will feel energetic. Yung iba, grabe ang sex ang nila, sorry ha. Puro adult. Seriously, you will become 20 youngsters, whether you like it or not. That's how I felt for me. And the other people that you are using, you know? So, this one, pag once nakadikit na siya sa body mo, it will really help you to become more energetic. So, I want to try it with you. What's your name, dear? Si Beth, nakakagayan din, magkakilala. Please stand up, Beth. So what you're gonna do, Beth, is like this. So, nakatry ka na ba ng ano na to? Wala pa kasi. Ganito, Beth, ganyan, no? So what I'm gonna do, for example, nakatulog ka na sa mattress mo for sure, sa foam. So, I will push you, kumbaga, laban ka. Saan kung Bisaya, no? Laban lang ha. Okay, I will push you down. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, more. Lakasan mo talaga. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, this one, put that in your legs. Yes, let's try. Okay, so, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, hello.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Imagine.
Really?
For real. And that's what you see. To see is to believe. For real. And actually, yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, come here please. Kasi mas ano ka, No, I just want to try. You want to try? Okay. Kasi lalaki naman to. Okay, so, yeah. So, okay. So let's try again. So, legs together. Mas malaking tao. Sorry talaga. Nagpahirap pa talaga ako. Take like that. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay. You should know that I cannot, you should resist. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Fight for it.
Fight.
Fight. Are you fighting?
Fight. Okay. I can still move you, right? Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I'm gonna push you. That's how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push you. Okay, next. Do that again. I'm gonna push you again. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna push you again.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, because there's an ion, you can do the ions and the silver lining here. Thank you. So, the thing is, because it's true science, and there's so many doctors tried it, you know. Kasi yun yung maganda, yung nakikita mo talaga, hindi yung, and how much more that you're sleeping all over your body here. Naya, do we have the, yung tester? So, I'm a cancer survivor, so I need to protect myself. I have a meloblastoma through my brain and that, so I need to protect myself. I had before, but now, thanks God, I'm good. So we have 5G. Don't you know that 5G will going to kill us slowly? Yes, right? This one, you can purchase this to Amazon, electromagnetic radiation, or to any hardware. Hindi nga, gosh, my bread. You were so, gulat ako nagpa-carpal sa demo ko na yan eh. Anyway, so, this one, if my phone is off, mahina. If my phone is on, narinig mo yun? But all of us, even our cell phone is low bad, you are like, oh, my phone is so bad. You don't really care. You know, I mean, if your phone is low bad, it's like half of your life is empty, something like, you know. And sinong natutulog na lang dito, who sleep here and your phone beside you still? Please don't do that anymore. Please don't do that anymore. Remove everything in your yeah. So here, like for example, smart TV, dangerous. So while you're sleeping or wherever we are bombarded with this radiation. And this is one of the reasons that there's a virus, so that all of us will stay in the house. It's business. So then, at least, I don't know because this one is so strong, so it will block. But if you have other, let's say other phone, it won't. But this one, it will block. So while you're sleeping, you are shielded from the radiation, and everyone, infant to baby boomers, they need to have this. Seriously, you need to have this. That's why there's so many sudden deaths. It's not only with viruses. Before this virus, there was already sudden death. Like brain cancer, brain thing, and all like that. And sad to say, have you noticed that those people who live in the mountain, they are more healthier, stronger, but sad to say, in Philippines right now, they build this tower, D2, something like that. So, tell your family in the Philippines, go to the beach, go to the park, walk there. Please. You need to tell them that. Without sleepers. Or hug the trees. But you need to make sure that there's some people there, because I have one client, he went to Hong Kong, and he hugged the trees. Because, he just wanna, because it's all cemented, and like, he hugged the trees, and like, other people are whispering because they were thinking that he's crazy. But actually, when you have trees or you're connected to the nature, it makes you more lighter and feel something great. So that's the thing. We have this medical grade rectifier, and this one, just a few minutes, minutes, I'm not going to tell you what is this all about. So, the company that we are in right now is that we're not only a mattress store, we have everything. From the mattress you sleep, the water you drink, the air you breathe, and right now, we are virus buster. There are so many people are using sanitizer, using alcohol, and we only put that in our hands. But how come there's still so many people dying? So many people suffering. Hi there. Di ba? Ganito na tayo ngayon? But we forgot this. We forgot like that. So it goes to our eyes and all like that. And again, sometimes we're saving our face mask. We wash it or we never wash it. It's okay, still okay. We use it back. So what I'm talking about in the Philippines, what we do is that what I presented to them, that's why they purchased this, is this one right now is at the same time, it was sanitized. I don't know if there's water. I think I forgot to put water. So we only use tap water here. Okay, I think that's ready. So, you see this? For just tap water. So, this is the weapon of the, parang ito na yung ginagamit nila na isa-sanitize ka through tap water in the heat 318 Fahrenheit. So what we're gonna do is that from toe to head, it should be sanitized, not only your hand. By the little hit, just feel it a little bit. So, Rika, can you please stand here, Rick? Thank you, Rick. So that I can just show it to them. If we sanitize, because all of our body can have this virus, you know. So what we're gonna do, yung shoes mo, Ricky, ano mo? That, the other one. Harap ka dito, Rick. And then this, that, your, the back, Rick, at the back. So, but seriously, it should be all like that.
Dito, by the audio.
Lalo na dyan, oh. So, seriously. And at the same time, so you are sanitized already, and other cleaning businesses or us, if we, this one really is the vacuum. So if we vacuum, ito lang yung maganda dito kasi you are also, buti na lang, nagpaganda ako. May choice pa rin, so go. So kung nag-vacuum tayo, anong pinawala? Gas. The reason that we use face masks because of our saliva. When we talk, droplets. We go to the hotel, we go to, they always have their carpet with them. So let's say this, we vacuum this, so we only remove the dust, but the droplets or saliva is still there. How you can sanitize that? And they use this chemical thing or spray, but still, there's no papers that it will really remove virus. What we gonna do? We need to kill that through the heat. We can vacuum, and at the same time, vacuum and sanitize. So vacuum and sanitize. So here, this heat is going to kill that virus. Vacuum and sanitize. So again, there are so many, here like the hotels, schools, everyone. And this one, you can also use it to your tiles, to everything, to clean the glass, and especially in the hotels right now, so we can offer this to the hotels. UAE, especially Dubai, is the center of the world when it comes to tourists, right? So many tourists, they sleep like naked. How do I know? How do I know? Naked. So, okay, if they go to the hotel, they have the regular cover here, like, just the thin one. They changed that, and we all knew, all of us, even you're the most handsome or beautiful, but your saliva, when you're tired, it will just go there, like, And how much more, natapos na kayong magganyan, tapos nakaganyan, and then, nandun yun. I mean, sorry, the reality. Why not let's offer this? Why not let's offer this to the hotel? So that it's not only that they're going to remove the cover there, after that, we can vacuum and sanitize at the same time. And that one and this one. So actually, this is also good for the cleaning services. And at the same time, they only use tap water. Only tap water. No chemicals. So it's really friendly to the air. So again, where you can find a company, there's other company that they're only water company, they're only mattress company, or Caldera company. We have everything. And this is the reason that I'm already 5 years in the business because of the earnings. We have good products, quality products. You don't need to purchase to buy bulbs or invest, or we don't need that because we have a warehouse in our schools. The only thing that you can start here and enjoy the business is you can refer, yes, we can give you like 5% referrals. Why not? Half of the sales, you don't need to invest. Bring us people here. We're going to give you 5% on the half of the sales. But if you want to do more and, earn more, gusto nyo kumita ng malaki, The starting is that for only 600 dirhams, one time lifetime, as a member, so that you can message your friends or family in US, in Canada, in Australia, we have in Australia, we have in Philippines, everywhere. You can do business there. And at the same time, to be a certified consultant, all you need to do is to purchase this, at least for today only, around 10,000 dirhams worth of product for only 20% down payment. And we have this whatever months you're going through to be comfortable of paying. Then you will be a certified consultant. Certified consultant, so kasi ginamit nyo na, mag-share kayo kung anong result nyo, it's easy to share. So if you share, you can earn 18%. Nag-down na siya ng 20%, basta may check lang, the company will going to give you your whole commission every 15th of the month. Kahit hindi pa yun nabayan, basta at least kilala nyo yung pinautang natin, and at the same time, the whole commission, you will get it. So imagine, let's say, nakapautang kayo ng net na 10,000 dirhams that time, 2 hours maximum, tapos na yan. So 10,000 dirhams, after that, kung kuha sila utang, you will get 18%, which is 1,800 dirhams. If it's cash, 22%, you will earn 2,200 dirhams. Usually, I talk to 4 to 3 people a day. So sometimes they purchase mattress. Our mattress, king mattress, it's around 39,000 dirhams. But it's the best of all the best. So my mattress right now is king mattress. But I never suffer. I'm not on the floor like really crazy in pain. And I cannot do anything. I cannot do my business. I cannot think good like that. So anyway. And that's only the beginning to be a certified consultant. Dito, we are the company of direct selling. And we have product involved. Baka tayo pamasnaw, 20% ng bilang mo, tapos tilak mo na or something. But you know, it's a mission of helping people live longer, healthier lives. And good thing that Mr. Jerry Gironi, his wife, is a Filipina. She's only a yaya in Canada. But right now, you know what I mean? And this is why we are all here. Kasi yun yung inaano nila, papautang nila sa mga Pilipino para makatulong. And we have also like what we did, we have the whole house system, yung parang pangkabuhayan. Repairing station sa Pinas, so we can do that as well. Marami po, marami. And then dito, because it's direct selling, pag marami kang mabenta, marami kang kikitain. So kung nakapautang ka ng worth 40,000 dirhams, you will become assistant manager. Assistant manager is going to earn 24%. Nakapautang ka ng 10,000 dirhams, may bumili ng king copper, let's say net na yung 10,000 dirhams, you will get 2,400. Eh kung paano kung tatlo ang napautang mo that day? Eh paano, like for example, 2 nights ago, I'm just sleeping and I spoke to my client in other country and in Abu Dhabi, they purchased around 30,000 dirhams. And that time, I'm already a district manager, I'm 30%, so let's just go back to assistant. So, for example, nakahiga lang ako, then may nag-purchase na through online. So, with the 30,000 dirhams, nakahiga-higa lang, follow up ko lang yung prospect ko, kasi hindi ko tinatantanan na I know that they need this, and they should help me to introduce this, because there's only few of us doing full-time here. At maraming market. Ang laki pa po ng market. So with the 30,000 and your assistant manager, times 0.24% that time, that moment, I earned 7,200 dirhams. Nakahiga lang.
One day?
Hour, 2 hours. 2 hours.
Amazing.
Amazing! And at the same time, you only invest 20% of the product you've got. Bawal po tayo dito mag-status kayo, di ba? Bibili ka po ng mga product na cash para may pangbenta ka dito. Hindi, may product po tayo. Meron tayong product. So, pag cash, 28%. Pag nakapautang ka ng 80,000 dirhams or 100,000 dirhams, let's say, you will become a district manager. It's like all of us are the same. So, 30%. Pag cash, 34%. If you want to be a leader, for example, we own this business. Dito, we are not worker here, we are business partners. So, this is our office. If you want to have a partner consultant, aside sa kinikita mo, meron ka pang override commission plus override commission 5% to 20 up to 23%. We will walk you along the way. We will help you. And meron din tayong tinatawag dito na split sales commission. For example, if you want other consultant to help you or me at first, kasi sometimes hindi mo pa alam yun, or nasa bahay ka lang. Like for example, Brian de Gracia, like, Brian, can you visit my friend? I have a prospect there. I-demo mo naman siya doon. Everything. Nandiyan ka na sa bahay mo. Ayaw mo pumunta doon or something. Demo mo ni Brian. Bumili ng 10,000 dirhams. Hati kayo. Or si Rick, or si Art, marami po, or Giselle, whoever, marami kang pwedeng utusan mag-demo. Pag kumuha yun, half kayo, for example, sa 10,000, 5,500, kumita ka pa rin ng 80% doon. Pinapunta sila yung nag-demo, sila yung nag-ganito, na ganyan. Kumita ka pa rin. And here, we travel 3 times in a year for free. Like this coming September 1, we will go to Madrid, Spain for... Sana wala pala ng pandemic. We will go to Madrid for free. You can bring your family with you, just enjoy there and all like that. And every January 2 to 6, we will go to America. Actually, it was Arlene, the company, we will support you through the letter. And actually, Arlene, please stand. She got the 10 years visa through our company. So imagine, and again, it's all for free. Here, when was the last time, most of us, so sad because you can only travel when you retire. I already traveled already, like for example, when you travel, especially the retirees, sorry. Kasi yun ang time that they can afford, yun lang yung time. Ito pa naman mga tourists, yung sa group tours, may time. Sa picture mo, you look so happy, you look so relaxed, pero pag sasabihin ng tourist guide, hey, last minute, paano pag matanda ka na? Ano ka makahabol? So, hindi ka na lang aakit sa stairs na yun or saan ka pupunta kasi may time eh. Not unlike when you travel for free and you own your time, you will enjoy really. And why not travel now that we are young, healthy, so we can enjoy more because memories will last forever. Memories will last forever. Materials is just like come and go, but memories is already there. I hope that you can join us for our mission of helping people live longer, healthier lives. Especially there's so many kababayan there that needs help. And here, this is for you. This office is for us. It's open for everyone. And marami pa pong mga market dyan. We can market GCC and all like that. So, hope that you will one of the ambassador in helping us. Let's make UAE great again. I mean, it's already great again, but the Nutraway here of helping people. Thank you so much, guys. Please welcome to the person who invited you. So, yeah. Any questions? So we have a special right now. So, for example, you purchase, we will free your membership. I will free that member. So, please take that advantage. Or you can just refer. Sure. So tomorrow night will be the last of Mr. Jerry Gironi. If you want to come back again and and we'll make it sure that it will tell him to have at least something for raffles tomorrow night. Bring friends and let's have fun. Happy the juicing and the pancit is ready because that's also our product.
When you say juice?
Yeah, so right dito nga sa juice. Alam niyo ba na yung skin ng watermelon is form of Viagra pala? So mas maganda pa i-juice ang skin ng watermelon.
Remember you.
Yes, now you know my dear. Kaysa sa yung laman. Kasi nasa skin pala talaga ang mga nutrients.
Up to the last you green.
Yes, green. Yes, okay, let's try juicing now. Juicing for life.
Nandiyan.
O, mag-try kayo sa isa. Para ma-feel niyo yung ano, yung power.
Si Arlene.
Sige, ikaw na lang muna daw.
Ikaw, Arlene.
Oo.
Go.
Go, go, go.
Okay, ano mo na lang, ano na lang,
I-demo na lang. So, who wants to try? I-push na.
So imagine, hindi siya pinalatan.
Shall we start?
Hindi ba, naka-on na?
Hindi pa, mag-start pa lang.
So lahat ng may kukuha ngayon, yung points ngayon, yung comes towards the malaki. No, bibigyan ko tayo.
Ilang mo yung tulong. Tapos mo. Sama yung balat. Tingin mo lang siya. Yan, nabili ko. You want to try? Ayun eh. Yun na. Aka na yung ano?
May signal, may food, may
Brother,
Gusto na maglagay tayo.
ayan. Kuha kayo ito. Try.
Ang mga local din.
Just go, make sure na ito.
Nakalit. Tapos narinig ko pero silip naman. Magagawa nila. Isa ka ba nila? Ate. Ate, isa-isa.
Magta-try. Mag-try. Want to try? Okay.
Ate, ito. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Ayan, oh.
You want to try?
Cheers.
Try ka na?
Kayo yung magdademo? Ever?
Saan po ba kayo?
Dito tayo po siya.
Saan po kayo?
May mga client ko na
Saan po kayo?
sa Sharjah.
Pansit, pakain niya na silang pansit. Ano po na ito? Almost 5,000.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, our youngest, 18-year-old businessman.
Asan yung ano?
Ayan pa kasi Ate Rizal, oh. Isang pickle.
Ay, nasipil ko pala. Ang sarap. Thank you. Pansit. You have to eat pansit. Ay, pwede mo lang pansit. Hindi kami magkakutulog. Plus, yung juice for life, yung inabot na ng 5,000. Number lang daw.
Tupper, 6,689. There's 20% discount, but 5,351.
Nagulat siya, pero kapag
Siya ang nag-invite kay Girlie. Tapos nag-demo ako sa Sharjah sa kami.
dati siya kami.
Ay, sino pa? Hindi niya sa kami ni
Sa Balikas Map. At Ernie, doon ka pa rin.
Araw-araw ka na doon? Araw-araw?
Ano?
Baka hindi na makalabas. Puno na, oh, hindi na makalabas sa ano. Okay din.
Nakunin ko na lang yung delivery. Ako na lang magdala. Ito kumain kayo, oh.
Yuri, kain na pansit. Ayun, oh. Dapat ito, ano, sige na siya. Ate Ben, sabi. Mamaya. Wala na siya mamaya.
Vika. Pwede mo yung boss niya sa Canada. Sino
Boss niya, Europe yun. Boss niya. Sa Europe. Ha?
Nasa Canada yung boss niya.
Ah, okay.
Pero gusto mo gawin na sila?
Toronto ito. Toronto naman. Sa Toronto.
Sa pagkakilala.
Saka yung apple. Meron mo ito, pwede. Pwede kasama yan, saka yun.
Sige, magbigay
Pwede mo na lang siya na balutin. Tapos kung ayaw mo naman, hindi mo naman, pwede mo naman sarap.
Ganon. Muna naman.
Maganda ba ito?
Akong ko muna dito. Yan. Sorry.
Napuno na kasi kaya may nasapan ng kasama sa
Ate, halika.
Ha?
Kain na muna. Kain na muna habang nag-usap. Habang nag-usap. Ate. Let's eat. Ha?
Paano to? Ito, bulang lang.
Oo, kain.
Kasi ito, kukuha kita. May manok. Hindi lang. Ang ganda lang sa ninising kasi may kasama. Ang ganda ng chicken. Ay, ayaw mo. Akin na lang to. Akin na yan. Ibigay ko kay ano. Kasi ano siya, 6,000 reviews. Ayaw mo ng chicken? Pwede na ito. Dami mo ng gulay. Kasi yung may gulay ba dyan? Hindi ko marumi na din ako. Ayaw nang gulay. Ay, nasira!
Sarap ba tinito? Ako pa talaga magsasalita.
No tasty. Chicken only vegetable.
Ayaw niya
Pero to juicer.
Gusto mo lang. Ayaw niya daw.
Bakit? Ayaw. Ayaw mo ng chicken. Ayaw mo ng chicken. Nagbrand chicken. Madali lang ay pailan chicken. Ayaw pa may
Binuo eh.
Ayan. Madali ba chicken? Ay, hindi naman madali nga pa.
Uy, madali yata yan ah. Isang kamay lang. Isang kamay lang.
Lagyan mo ako ng gulay dila.
Opo. Lagyan natin gulay. Gulay?
Hindi naman, no oil, no water.
Ah, ito po. So, doon siya nag-cook sa ano?
Wala lang oil, walang water.
Bigyan natin ng bisita na doon.
Para ma-enjoy. No water, greaseless, waterless.
Eh, mga kasama ko, di ba gusto mo ba? Hindi, alam ko ngayon lang. Last day ko. Ngayon lang ba kayo nagluto?
Kanina, nagluluto kami dito habang nag-represent si sir.
O, sige. O, isa pa, tama na ha. Tama na.
Ba't ang dami?
Ay, doon, ibigay ko nga.
Ibigay mo muna dito para...
Ibigay ko nga. Para may place.
Oo.
Sino ba may birthday?
Ikaw.
Ang bilis ko na.
Siyempre.
Panalo.
Dapat papangalan yung isa.
Girl, dito mo. Kasi na-tissue. Hindi man nabigyan sir.
Hindi mo pa rin to?
Saka si sir.
Sabi niya.
Ay, linis to. Patikin. Nung luto natin.
Malinis to? Hindi mo yung nangyari na wala.
Wala.
Sabihan mo na, Arvin. Sabihan mo na.
Ay, dami. Kaya mo na nga.
Kuya, nabigyan na kita no?
Si Rene,
asan si Rene? Si Don Rene.
Jardan to.
Kumakain kaya si sir na ganito? Kumain mo siya kasi dito. Kumain ka kuya. Luto ni Rika, miss.
Baka
Baka ano pa natin mo si Rika.
Baka magkatuluyan tayo po yan. Gawa ko nga po yan. Parang kapag kinuha mo yan,